Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the TV6 Digital Desk live stream. My name is Molly Birch, and I'll be taking you through a recap of today's headlines. This stream runs every night starting at 8/7 Central Time from Sunday to Thursday. Feel free to comment and ask any questions that you have in the chat when you feel like it, and I'll do my best to answer your questions as we go and after the stream as well. With all of that business out of the way, let's take a look at our first story. And today, a charity golf outing in Dickinson County will support future first responders. TV6's Michael Sobek shares how a newly established scholarship looks to fill a first responder need.
The Iron Mountain Fire Department hosted its first fundraising golf tournament today. This tournament raised money for one Dickinson County student interested in fire science and another student pursuing criminal justice. Organizer and firefighter Nate Furton says his goal is to raise more funds for students moving forward.
We're hoping to do at least $500 per student, so two $500 scholarships for this year, and hopefully going forward reach a goal to 1,000 or who knows, maybe a couple thousand in the future.
The tournament had 15 teams of 3 competing on an 18-hole course. Furton says the fundraiser is a great opportunity to get first responders involved in the community. Iron Mountain Fire Department Captain Randall Lapp says he hopes this scholarship will lower the cost of school and bring recruits back to Iron Mountain.
I hope that it's going to pay for some equipment or books for the student, and that then they'll have a little of the burden eased for going to school, because it's not exactly cheap. So hopefully they like it, and then we can bring them back to the community to do what we do.
A golfer from the event said he enjoyed being able to support the local fire and police departments. He also said his favorite part of the event was the camaraderie between the two.
The conversations that were had by the police department, the firefighters, joking around, telling stories. It's good to catch up and meet new people and see old friends.
Lapp also says he hopes events like these will improve recruitment in the future. Michael Sobek, TV6 News, Norway Township.
Thank you, Michael, for that story. And for our next one, an Eagle Harbor Township Monastery and Bakery celebrated a milestone achievement today. The Holy Protection Monastery was commissioned as a monastery 40 years ago. To celebrate, a liturgy was held this morning, followed by a reception with sweets. A friend of the monastery says the church offers a solitary yet accessible place for prayer and worship.
The monks have been, over the years, doing much to try to benefit the community. They have over 700 acres of forest here that they groom trails for the community. They open up places down to waterfalls and have access to the general public to come experience God's beauty in nature.
Friends of the monastery encourage the public to pray for and support the monks, the monastery, and the jam pot. And another county fair wrapped up today. The 72nd Houghton County Fair celebrated its final day today. Over the weekend, attendees were able to enjoy carnival rides, games, and animal exhibits. The vice president for the fair board says they saw a good turnout for this year. He says some new and traditional events brought people to the fairground this year.
Friday night we have off-road derby, which attendance was well for that, and then of course monster truck Saturday night, which is above and beyond what we expect here. And then today we're doing a new event called Tough Truck. So it's a timed event. They're not racing head to head. It's one vehicle at a time, and there's some jumps and tabletops and a little bit of mud.
The Houghton County Fair is traditionally held on the last weekend of August. And for our final story tonight, an annual memorial event and fundraiser has returned to Lake Linden. And yes, these are snowmobiles heading out onto the water. The Lake Linden Fire Department hosted its 4th annual Jeff Moyle Memorial Watercross. Money raised from the weekend event will go towards buying a new building for the volunteer fire department. This race was started to honor Lake Linden professional watercross racer Jeff Moyle.
This is something that he always wanted, was to have a hometown race. I mean, they used to race in Baraga back in that ended right around the early 2000s. But we were finally able to pull it off and bring it right back to his hometown.
Officials say they've seen the event grow over the years and hope to see even more attendees next year. That's all the stories we have for tonight. Be sure to tune in tomorrow night, where I'll be here in the same place at the same time. That's 8/7 Central Time. If you have a story idea you'd like to report, feel free to contact us at any time. These are 3 easy ways to get a hold of both myself and others in the newsroom. And again, feel free to contact us at any time. We'd love to hear from you in any of those ways and on our Facebook page. Thank you again for joining me live at the TV6 Digital Desk. Have a good rest of your night.